Alright, so Winston, at home, you can take this little stick. You got two uses for it. You're going to stand on it, right on the arches, and practice getting into the right heel. And then you're going to stick it right below your knee when you're practicing and make sure that knee doesn't shoot toward the ball. Now, I suspect here was a very good swing because I'm looking at that little ball on the body track pressure mat, and I want to see that weight get into 60-40 into the right side. And let's see how well. I'm going to erase that line because I didn't draw it properly. So we're looking at twofold. How much your knee moves toward the ball. Do you rise up? And where's that weight going? Now that's a good backswing. You barely rose up a little, but look at that. Perfect. You got that weight into the heel. And look at your hip. It's back more. You remember on the old video, your hip was moving forward and your head was coming up a little more. Virtually no movement forward there. There, nice downswing. Kept your knee back. So that was definitely improvement. Okay, there's your impact. You got what's called a hook trace. You got a little bit of a hook trace. That's a very normal trace. 50-50 at impact with your weight on your heel to toe. Much improved though in terms of how much your hip moved forward, your right hip, and how much your right knee moved forward. That's better. Now, do we want to get another quarter inch or an inch back? Yeah. How would we do that? Still say you're raising up about an inch. You know, so in your swing, in your practice, I want you to almost feel like your head's getting closer to the ground. You know? Because even though that's improvement, I think we can go a little bit further with this. And the overall effect, Jack Nicklaus, his head went back in his golf swing. So he's pretty good. But it didn't go up. It went back. And he was loading his heel. So that's, you know, as you get more weight into your left heel, let's say that's 70% instead of 55, this early extension of your lower body toward the ball, this pelvis thrust, will go away. But I also think it could go away if you stayed down on your backswing better. So you got a little bit of a flat shoulder turn. Yeah. So a little more steepness to the shoulder turn. And I've got some 3D technology that we'll use too to get you to feel that. The K-vest. But man, that's good. That club face, nice. And like I said, delivery, you don't have to worry. You're not coming over the top. So that's an improvement. And how much is an improvement it is probably hard to see. But if we put them side by side, you'll be able to tell. You can see your right knee is farther forward. And if I move this over here a bit, and we measure also in the backswing, how much you go up. That's definitely higher on the backswing. So we're talking about an inch, you know. And with good players, that little inch makes a difference. So that's an improvement. Coming down, you can see this is farther forward. Not by much, but it is further forward. It's probably a half an inch. The net effect too, you can see your head, your nose is higher than it started. Here, not so much. So It's a fine line between the penthouse and the doghouse, but that's still much better. Hardly any shift upward. Whereas here, you're definitely bent over more. The other thing, Winston, to pay attention to in terms of your setup, this is sort of a red flag. When you see your shoulder joints out over your toes, that's a little too much bend. Here, you want to stack I like to see the middle of the shoe, the tip of the elbow, top of the spine, and the shoulders are going to be over the toes. So here's your shoulder socket right about there, and that's almost directly over your toes there, so that's better. I think you're good here on the left. Don't you see, I see a big difference. Yeah, I like it better. Alright. Definitely different. Alright.